Hey ARC team, welcome back to another episode of ARC TV. Courtney Howe here in the welding shop with welding instructor Jeff Ransbottom. Jeff, welcome.
Welcome.
So guys, if you didn't know, we have a welding program here at Addiction Recovery Care and you can come here to work. So that's what we're going to talk about today. It's an awesome internship opportunity. So Jeff, if there's a client who's watching and they've never welded a day in their life, what skills do they need, if any, to come into this program?
I really don't need any, because anything you're going to need to do with welding, fabricating, anything like that, I will show that to them. So it's really not, you don't have to have a bunch of skill in it. You know, it's a training program, so you're going to be trained from start to finish.
So you could train me to be a welder?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So if he's saying that, anybody can do it. You have over 20 years as a welder experience. So what is your favorite thing about this career path?
It's just doing something different every day. You know, just I like building stuff. I like seeing something from start to finish. You know what I mean? Pieces and parts, and then you stick it all together and it makes something. That's what I always found attractive about it.
And it kind of reminds us of what we're doing here, taking different pieces of people's lives and putting them together to make something awesome. Jeff, I want to make this super basic. So what are people doing in the career field with welding if they don't already know? You say what types of things are they doing?
I mean, you in factory they build like just parts and pieces. You know, you can get a job as a pipe welder. I mean, there's a bunch of different things you can do in the industry with welding. I mean, from building trailers to fabricating machinery.
So welders are in high demand.
It's a skill that a lot of people do, and it's a skill that's getting less and less. More people that really want to do hands-on things. I mean, you just don't see a lot of that anymore. So there's a high demand in welders and really carpentry, anything that's basically hands-on. There's a big need for it.
So the training program will start in Louisa, and how many weeks are they with you?
It's between 16 and 20 weeks. I guess it just really depends on how you pick up on it. The last group of class I had, they was here about 16, 18 weeks, something like that, and they picked up on it pretty good. So they end up transferring to Louisville to the company to work at.
So explain that to people who may not know. Guys, there's an opportunity once you leave your training site in Louisa, you can then be hired on in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep. There's a company called MHS we partnered with because they're having a really hard time finding welders, and even with anybody had any kind of training in welding. And we've partnered with them. They have agreed to, when they complete this program, after the 16 to 18 weeks, we take them to Louisville and they do a written test and a physical test. And if they do well on it, you know, they base that on your pay, which ranges from like $19 an hour to like $27 an hour, depending on how good you do on your test. You know, so once they complete that, they go straight to work. Right now, they'll stay in Crown at the staff housing, and then they transfer you to MHS to, I guess, to complete the rest of their training and then start their hiring process there.
It's an amazing opportunity. Really, going into that kind of career is kind of unheard of that quickly, I would think, after doing a program like Addiction Recovery Care. So what encouragement would you give to some of the people who are watching about why they should come in and start this career path?
Well, I just encourage them to, it's not just a job you're going to get, it's a career, because welding is something it sticks with you forever. I mean, you can keep this skill and go anywhere to work because it's a high demand. So I would encourage somebody, if they don't have a career in mind, this is a good career path. I've done it for, like I said, over the past 20 years, and that's how I fed my family, and it's a great way to keep a job and always get a job.
Absolutely. And guys, we were talking to Jeff off camera, and he mentioned he never dreamed that he would be a welding instructor. He started welding, he said, when he was in high school, about 15, and it's just progressed and progressed, so the same can happen for you. I'm going to give us some quick things to get into the program here really quickly. You need a signed Social Security card, you need a valid ID and a high school diploma or GED to apply to any of our internships, and that starts in Phase 3, and you do that with your targeted case manager. And is there one more thing that maybe they should know about before they can come into the welding program? Yeah,
just because with the company that we're partnered with, if you have past history, it's not really a problem. But like any kind of violent felony, they kind of want us to shy away from. But really, other than that, it's
still an easy program to get into.
It's not that hard, no.
Awesome. Well, Jeff, thank you so much. I'm excited for your next group of welders, guys. If you are in Phase 3 and you want to apply to this, apply now. Today's the day. And there's a new class that's going to start at the end of this month. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, the middle of February.
Middle of
probably, yeah.
February. Okay. So if you're interested in this at all, today's the day to apply. So guys, we'll see you back here next time on ARC TV.